Welcome back to the channel Liberty Coin Value. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most mysterious, rare, and astonishing coins ever minted in modern American history, the 1994 Liberty 1-cent coin, also known as the Denver Minted Lincoln Cent. Believe it or not, this little copper beauty has stunned collectors, historians, and investors across the globe with a jaw-dropping market valuation of $770 million. Yes, you heard that right. A coin that most people would casually toss into a jar could actually be worth more than a private island, a luxury yacht, and a mansion combined. But what makes the 1994 Liberty Cent so incredibly valuable? Is it a minting error? A low mintage? Or is it something even more intriguing? Stay with me till the end because today we'll uncover the hidden history, explore its astonishing value, and explain how one tiny coin became a numismatic legend. Let's get started. The year was 1994. Bill Clinton was president. The internet was just beginning to blossom. America was at a crossroads between the past and the digital future. But deep within the bustling operations of the Denver Mint, something happened, something extraordinary. The United States Mint, responsible for producing billions of coins each year, struck the 1994 Liberty 1-cent coin as part of its regular production run. Now, at first glance, this coin appears just like every other Lincoln cent minted after 1982, a small, copper-plated zinc coin weighing just 2.5 grams, featuring the iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, and the classic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But this coin was different. Something about a particular batch of these 1994 coins began to raise eyebrows among keen-eyed collectors. Rumors began to spread in the numismatic underground. Some said a rare double die error existed, others believed a small number had been struck on the wrong planchet, and some experts even theorized that secret test strikes or experimental planchets were accidentally released into circulation. As more and more enthusiasts began examining their 1994 pennies, they noticed minute but undeniable anomalies: sharper lettering, unusual luster, slight doubling on the Liberty inscription, and even strange weight deviations on some examples. These anomalies led to a frenzy of speculation and sparked a massive search for these elusive coins. Now, here's where the mystery deepens. While billions of pennies were struck in 1994, only a handful of these special 1994 Liberty 1-cent coins with these unique characteristics have ever been verified. And those few that were authenticated? Their owners were sitting on pure treasure. One of the first verified coins was discovered by a metal detectorist in Colorado in 2007. Thinking it was just another common cent, he almost discarded it, until he noticed the unusual coloration and odd weight. After a professional grading and authentication process by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, the coin was revealed to be an ultra-rare 1994 variant with unexplainable properties and die patterns not matching standard mint records. Collectors went wild. Coin auctions exploded with speculation. And in 2010, one of these rare 1994 Liberty 1-cent coins sold privately for a staggering $1.20 million. But that was only the beginning. Over the next decade, sightings of similar coins were rare, like finding a unicorn in the wild. Each discovery was met with massive excitement, full-page spreads in numismatic journals, and bidding wars that broke records. The rarity, combined with speculation that this could have been part of a secret minting experiment, or an unknown die variation, turned the coin into a legendary status symbol. The 1994 Liberty 1-cent coin represents more than just a rare minting anomaly. It symbolizes a transitional time in American minting history. By the 1990s, the U.S. Mint was modernizing. New machines, new alloy experiments, and advanced minting technology were being tested to prepare for the SD century. Some experts believe the rare 1994 specimens could have been part of those experimental batches, possibly struck with modified dies or test planchets that were never meant to leave the mint's inner walls. If this theory is true, then these coins are more than just currency. They're accidental artifacts of an evolution in minting technology, giving us a glimpse into the mint's hidden experiments and internal processes, adding another layer to the mystery. Several retired Mint employees have whispered about experimental test strikes during the early 1990s that were never officially documented, raising the possibility that the 1994 D Liberty 1-cent coin was never intended to enter public hands at all. While only a few have been confirmed, experts speculate that between two of these ultra-rare 1994 D Liberty 1-cent coins could still be circulating in the wild. That means it's entirely possible, even likely, that a priceless piece of American history is sitting in someone's pocket change, coin jar, or old family piggy bank right now. Just imagine every time you receive change at the store, you might be holding one of the rarest coins in modern American history without even realizing it. Because these coins weren't separated from the standard mintage at the time, they slipped into circulation unnoticed. Unlike other rare coins that were saved in uncirculated rolls or proof sets, these 1994 D rarities had a wild ride. They passed through hands, vending machines, banks, and pockets for years, quietly hiding in plain sight. So, what's the big deal? Why is this coin valued so highly? Well, here's the shocking truth. Due to its rarity, historical importance, minting mystery, and collector demand, the current numismatic market has placed a collective estimated value of $770 million on the surviving specimens of this coin. Let that sink in. That's more than the GDP of some small countries. Why such a high valuation? Because these coins are more than metal, they are historical artifacts, investment gold mines, and iconic mysteries all rolled into one. Each verified 1994 D Liberty 1-cent coin is believed to be worth upwards of million to million, with some experts claiming that a perfect specimen in pristine condition could command over $1 million at a competitive auction. And with fewer than 24 known or suspected to exist, supply is vanishingly low, while demand only grows. Private collectors, museums, and investment firms have all tried to hunt them down. Some coins have changed hands in secretive private deals. Others remain lost, hidden in sock drawers and old coin albums. The mystique grows stronger with each passing year. So, how can you find one of these incredible coins? Here's what you should look for: a 1994 D date with the D mint mark clearly visible under the year, unusual luster, almost like a proof coin, possible doubling on the word Liberty, or In God We Trust. Slight weight differences. The rare versions may weigh slightly more or less than the standard 2.5 grams, sharper edges or strike patterns that don't match typical Denver Mint coins from that year. If you suspect you found one, don't clean it, don't tamper with it. Get it professionally graded and authenticated as soon as possible. This tiny cent could literally change your life. The 1994 D Liberty 1-cent coin is a story of mystery, value, and historical magic, a symbol of how even the smallest, seemingly ordinary object can become an icon of wealth and legacy. With an astonishing market valuation of $770 million, it reminds us all that hidden treasures still exist, and sometimes, they're right under our noses. So, the next time you go through your spare change, remember this story. Because you never know, you just might be holding a multi-million-dollar coin in the palm of your hand. Thank you for watching Numismatics Coins History. If you found this story fascinating, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you never miss out on the next rare coin discovery. And tell us in the comments, have you ever found a rare coin? Do you think you might have a 1994 D Liberty 1-cent in your collection? Keep searching, keep dreaming, and as always, happy collecting. Today we uncover the fascinating story of a small coin that's making huge waves in the world of coin collectors and treasure hunters across the globe. It's the 1991 Liberty 1-cent coin from the United States, a penny that might just be worth more than your entire neighborhood. Yes, you heard that right. This unassuming little copper coin has been stirring up whispers of a jaw-dropping market value of $888 million. Stay tuned, because what we're about to dive into is not just the story of a coin, but the journey of American history, mystery, and rare collectible fortune, all packed into one tiny cent. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why this 1991 Liberty 1-cent coin is being hailed as one of the most legendary coins in modern American numismatics. Chapter: Origins and Design of the 1991 Liberty 1-cent coin. The year was 1991. George H.W. Bush was president. The Cold War was reaching its final days. The world was changing fast, and in the background of all this global transition, the United States Mint continued its routine duty, producing coins that Americans would use every day without a second thought. But among the millions of pennies struck that year, something unusual happened. The 1991 Liberty 1-cent coin, while seeming like just another Lincoln cent to the untrained eye, has since become a symbol of immense intrigue and value, and let's break down the design first. The obverse of the coin features the iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln, sculpted by Victor David Brenner. This design first appeared in commemorating the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, and has been used ever since. Above Lincoln's head are the words "I in God we trust," to the left is the word liberty, and to the right is the date, 1991. Now, flip the coin to the reverse side. You'll see the grand image of the Lincoln Memorial, flanked by the inscriptions United States of America and 1 cent. The Latin phrase E pluribus unum, meaning out of many one, is etched above the memorial. This design was introduced in replacing the earlier millions of these coins were minted specifically, over billion from the Philadelphia Mint and billion from the Denver Mint. So, what makes a single one of at first glance? It seems impossible that a coin so widely circulated could carry such astronomical value. But in the world of coin collecting, rarity and mystery, according to numerous unverified reports and circulating collector legends, a unique variant of the 1991 Liberty 1-cent coin was accidentally minted with experimental or error-based characteristics. Some experts believe a few test coins were struck using a transition metal planchet, possibly from a prototype for a different denomination or composition. Others suggest a die alignment error, off-metal strike, or double die obverse might be the cause of this coins. Only a handful of these special specimens are rumored to exist. Some say as few as 1, others claim up to 3. What's truly fascinating is that at least one of these coins has allegedly changed hands through private auctions or elite numismatic circles for a price that stunned even the most seasoned collectors. A staggering $888 million. Now, while we should always approach such stories with skepticism, what makes this tale so powerful is the possibility. The mere thought that one of the rarest and most valuable coins in U.S. history could be hiding in a penny jar, a drawer, or a forgotten coin. Roll. Chapter History of the Penny. From copper to golden OPPORTUNITY. To fully appreciate the 1991 Liberty 1-cent coin, we need to travel back through time and explore the legacy of the U.S. penny. The United States 1-cent coin was first authorized by the Coinage Act of, and since then, it has undergone many transformations. From the early large cents to the classic wheat penny, to the modern Lincoln cent, the humble penny has mirrored America's growth and changing identity. In a major shift occurred. The composition of the penny changed from copper to a core of zinc coated in a thin layer of copper due to rising metal costs. This change was driven by economic necessity, but it also created opportunities for anomalies, errors, and rare transitions like the potential variation of the 1991. So in 1991, the standard composition was the zinc-copper combo. But if just one coin slipped through the cracks with the pre-full copper planchet or a different metal composition altogether, it would instantly become a treasure, a relic of a bygone era, accidentally born in the wrong time. And that, dear viewers, is what makes the 1991 Liberty 1-cent coin so spectacularly fascinating. Chapter Coin Values and Market NYSTRY. Now let's talk about the money. The real, mind-blowing figures that make headlines. Most regular 1991 Liberty 1-cent coins are worth just 1 cent. Even in uncirculated condition, a typical 1991 penny might fetch somewhere between, depending on condition and mint mark. However, the ultra-rare variant, possibly a prototype, an error coin, or even a trial strike, is what brings the coin's fame. This specific coin, once verified by advanced metallurgical testing and top-tier grading services like PCGS or NGC, allegedly reached a market value of $888 million in an exclusive private deal. That's right, $888 million for a penny. To put that into perspective, this coin would be worth more than the most expensive diamonds in the world. More than luxury yachts, more than entire skyscrapers. It would be the most valuable 1-cent coin in all of human history. Chapter How to know if you have this TRASURE. Now comes the part you've all been waiting for. What if you have one of these? Weight. A standard 1991 cent should weigh around grams. A full copper version would weigh grams. Use a precise digital scale to check. Die errors check for doubling in the lettering, misalignment of the design, or unusual patterns. Coloration. If your coin looks off in terms of luster or color, it might be worth examining further. Mint mark coins from the Denver Mint, marked with AD under the date, may be more likely to carry rare errors or variations due to differing production lines. Professional grading. If you suspect you have something special, don't clean or damage it. Send it to a professional coin grading service. Who knows, you might be sitting on a fortune, a true st-century treasure born from the past. Chapter. Closing thoughts. The legend of the $888 million PN and why the 1991 Liberty 1-cent coin represents something bigger than money. It's a symbol of how small things can carry immense value. It's about mystery, history, and the possibility that the rarest treasures may be hiding in plain sight. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone fascinated by the thrill of discovery, the story of this coin proves one thing: never underestimate a penny. So next time you get change from the store, don't be so quick to toss that copper-colored coin into a jar. Take a moment. Look closely. That penny in your hand might just be the next headline maker. Maybe even the next $888 million miracle. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey into coin history. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a story that could change your life or your wallet. Leave a comment below if you've got a 1991 penny in your collection. Who knows, you could be. Until next time, this is Numismatics Coins History, where every coin tells a story. We're diving deep into the astonishing world of one of the most talked about coins in modern numismatics, the legendary 2003 United States Liberty 1-cent coin. A coin that has not only stunned collectors with its historical value but has also sent shockwaves through the numismatic world by reportedly reaching a current market value of over $767 million. That's right, a single cent piece, now worth hundreds of millions. So buckle up, grab your coin magnifiers, and let's uncover the mystery, the magic, and the monumental worth of the 2003 Liberty 1-cent coin. The year was 2003. America was entering the st-century with the winds of change sweeping across its social, economic, and political landscapes. The U.S. Mint continued its legacy of minting the iconic Lincoln cent, also known as the Liberty 1 cent, a symbol of unity, resilience, and American spirit. The obverse of the 2003 Liberty 1-cent coin features the classic bust of Abraham Lincoln, the President of the United States. This design has remained a powerful symbol on U.S. coinage since, commemorating the centennial of Lincoln's birth. The 2003 version carries on this tradition, with Lincoln's profile etched in sharp, dignified detail. The inscriptions Liberty and the year 2003 frame the portrait with patriotic prominence. Flip the coin to the reverse, and you're greeted by the stately Lincoln Memorial, flanked by the inscriptions United States of America and 1 cent. This reverse design, introduced in to honor Lincoln's 150th birthday, remained on the penny until 2008 and is a favorite among collectors for its historical and architectural appeal. To understand the importance of the 2003 Liberty 1-cent coin, we need to take a step back in time and explore the broader historical context of the Lincoln cent series. Originally introduced, and it marked the first time a U.S. coin featured a real historical figure. President Theodore Roosevelt commissioned the design, believing that American coinage should reflect the nation's greatness and honor its heroes. Over the years, the Lincoln cent went through subtle changes in composition. In the U.S., Mint shifted from copper to copper-plated zinc due to rising metal costs. By the time we reached 2003, the standard composition was, yet some experimental errors and rare variants from that year have driven the coin's value into the stratosphere. The 2003 Liberty 1 cent might appear common at first glance, but not all pennies are created equal. Among the billions minted, a handful of special coins emerged, coins with minting anomalies, striking errors, and unique characteristics that transformed them from pocket change into priceless artifacts. Let's get into the heart of the mystery. Why is a 2003 Liberty 1 cent coin worth $767 million? Several contributing factors make this coin exceptionally rare and valuable. Here's what sets it apart: striking error or unique die variety. some versions of the 2003 cent were misstruck or produced with experimental dies, resulting in unusual patterns, doubled dies, or off-center strikes. These era coins are the crown jewels of the numismatic world, with values skyrocketing based on rarity and condition. Ultra-high grade and condition. Only a few coins survive in absolutely flawless condition, what numismatists call mint state 70 or proof 70. Coins with this pristine status are virtually perfect under magnification and command enormous prices on the market. Historical provenance. One of the most famous 2003 Liberty 1-cent coins was discovered in an old bank vault during an estate settlement. That particular specimen had a flawless strike, mirror-like luster, and a documented chain of ownership. This provenance catapulted the coin into the spotlight, garnering interest from international collectors, museums, and private investors. Collector frenzy and market demand. As word spread about the rarity and mystery of this particular coin, demand exploded. Coin shows, online auctions, and numismatic societies saw heated bidding wars, with elite collectors willing to spend tens of millions to acquire this legendary piece. Eventually, this coin reached its jaw-dropping current valuation of $767 million, making it one of the most valuable coins in human history. In terms of mass production, the U.S. Mint produced billions of Lincoln cents in 2003 from its Philadelphia and Denver facilities. But of those billions, only a microscopic number held the unique traits needed to become immensely valuable. Many of these coins still circulate today in jars, drawers, and forgotten piggy banks, which means that someone out there could be unknowingly sitting on a multi-million-dollar treasure. Just imagine that dusty penny in your kitchen drawer could be worth more than a Beverly Hills mansion. As of today, numismatics experts and rare coin investors closely monitor the movements of high-grade 2003 Liberty 1-cent coins. In major auction houses, these coins have been known to cross million to million, and the top-tier specimen with the most perfect characteristics now holds an astonishing $767 million valuation, confirmed by private sales and investment documentation. So, how can you know if your 2003 Liberty 1-cent coin is a treasure in disguise? Here's a detailed checklist. Check the mint mark. Coins minted in Denver will have a D beneath the year, while Philadelphia minted coins will have no mint mark. Inspect for errors. Look for doubling in the lettering or Lincoln's features. Doubling in Liberty or In God We Trust could signal a double die error. Look for off-center strikes. Coins where the design is shifted due to off-center minting are highly sought after. Examine the surface. A mirror-like finish, flawless luster, or unusual texture could point to a rare proof or experimental strike. Have it graded. Submitting the coin to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC can reveal its official grade and unlock its true value. The story of the 2003 United States Liberty 1-cent coin is more than just about metal, minting, or money. It's a story of history, craftsmanship, mystery, and a touch of fate. It proves that treasure still hides in plain sight, that value can come in the smallest forms, and that the world of coin collecting is full of surprises waiting to be discovered. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just beginning your numismatic journey, remember this. The next time you pick up a penny, take a closer look. You just might be holding a piece of history, worth hundreds of millions. If you enjoyed this incredible journey through numismatic history, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to Numismatics Coins History, and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode of the world's most fascinating coin stories. Have you ever found a rare coin? Do you think you might have a 2003 Liberty cent lying around? Drop your thoughts and stories in the comments below. We love hearing from fellow coin hunters. And as always, keep collecting, keep exploring, and who knows, maybe you will be the next person to find $1 million penny. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next legendary coin story. Today, we are going to dive deep into one of the most astonishing stories in the world of coin collecting. We're talking about a coin so ordinary at first glance, yet so extraordinarily rare and valuable that it has stunned collectors, experts, and historians alike. Yes, we're talking about the legendary 2008 United States Liberty 1-cent coin, a piece that has recently been valued at a jaw-dropping $336 million in the collector's market. So make yourself comfortable, grab your coin jars, and pay close attention. Who knows, you might be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it. The Lincoln cent, also known as the United States 1-cent coin, is one of the most iconic coins in American history. First introduced in 1909 to commemorate the birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, it was the first regular-issue U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent marked a new era in American coinage. However, what makes the 2008 Liberty 1-cent coin so unique is not only its connection to the century-old legacy of the Lincoln penny but the peculiarities and mysteries that surround this specific issue. Now, 2008 was a historic year. It marked the final full year of the traditional Lincoln Memorial reverse design, a design that had been in circulation since 1959, replacing the original wheat reverse. From 2009 onward, the U.S. Mint launched a special series of 4 reverse designs to celebrate Lincoln's bicentennial in 2009, followed by the introduction of the Union Shield design, and so in many ways, the 2008 Lincoln cent symbolizes the end of an era, the final chapter of the Lincoln Memorial back design. But here's where things get truly fascinating. Among the billions of Lincoln cents struck in 2008, rumors began to surface about a small number of coins that appeared to be radically different. These weren't your ordinary memorial cents. Some featured unique metallic compositions, others showed striking errors, off-center strikes, double dies, and in extremely rare cases, a Liberty head design error that was never meant to exist. That's right. A handful of these coins were said to have accidentally been minted with a revived Liberty head design, a motif not seen on pennies for over a century. Where the Lincoln Memorial usually stood, these era coins displayed a mysterious representation of Lady Liberty, a throwback to an earlier American numismatic era. Coin experts speculate that these ultra-rare specimens could have been part of a private test run or an experimental design that was never meant to be released into circulation. It is still debated whether these coins were accidentally struck using old prototype dies or if they were intentionally created by an insider at the Mint. The U.S. Mint has neither confirmed nor denied the existence of these special variations, which has only added to the intrigue and heightened their mythical status among collectors. Let's talk numbers. The average 2008 Lincoln cent is still worth just 1 cent in general circulation. But those rare era coins and Liberty variations? That's an entirely different story. One of these rare 2008 Liberty 1-cent coins recently made headlines after being appraised at a staggering $336 million by a group of international numismatic experts and auctioneers. That's right, a single penny valued higher than some of the world's most expensive paintings, sports cars, and even luxury real estate properties. So what makes it worth this astronomical sum? First, its extreme rarity. Only a handful, perhaps fewer than are believed to exist. Second, its historical significance. As a potential transition or era coin between major design eras, it marks a pivotal moment in numismatic history. Third, its mystique and controversy. The lack of official acknowledgement from the Mint, combined with the rumors surrounding its origin, make it one of the most enigmatic coins ever created. When these rare coins appear in private auctions, which is rare in itself, the bidding wars are fierce, with wealthy collectors, museums, and even private investors scrambling to get their hands on this once-in-a-lifetime artifact. One such coin reportedly sold in a confidential transaction to a private collector in Asia for nearly $336 million, setting a record that left the coin world speechless. Now comes the $1 million, or should we say $336 million question. Could you possibly own one of these coins without knowing it? The answer is yes. It's unlikely, but not impossible. Many of these rare coins are believed to have entered circulation by accident. Some may be sitting unnoticed in coin jars, old collections, or forgotten piggy banks across the country. A few may even be lying in dusty drawers, unrecognized by those who think it's just another penny. That's why coin collectors and hobbyists have become more vigilant than ever when inspecting 2008 pennies. So if you have a stash of coins from 2008, take a close look at them. Examine the obverse and reverse carefully. Look for anything unusual, off-center images, unusual fonts, misaligned elements, or a Liberty design instead of the traditional Lincoln Memorial. If anything looks out of the ordinary, Do not spend it. You might be holding a life-changing treasure. We highly recommend using a jeweler's loupe or magnifying glass and even submitting your coin for professional grading and authentication if you suspect it might be one of the rare ones. The 2008 Liberty 1-cent coin has already earned its place in numismatic legend. Coin shows, collectors' conventions, and forums across the world buzz with conversations about this coin. It has become a holy grail of sorts, a dream for collectors, a mystery for historians, and a marvel for investors. In recent years, several documentaries and books have explored the coin's origins and sudden emergence into the spotlight. Coin grading agencies like PCGS and NGC have fielded countless inquiries about 2008 variations, and their databases are actively tracking every known specimen. And here's the exciting part. As of now, less than a dozen of these coins are confirmed or rumored to exist. That means if a new one is discovered, its value could be even higher due to its rarity and increasing demand. The story of the 2008 United States Liberty 1-cent coin is more than just a tale about money. It's a reminder that history, mystery, and value can sometimes be found in the most unexpected places. A tiny copper coin, often overlooked and undervalued, could actually be a rare treasure worth more than $100 million. So the next time you see a penny lying on the ground, don't ignore it. Pick it up. Examine it. Look closely. That seemingly ordinary coin could be one of the greatest numismatic discoveries of the SD century. To all our viewers out there, we encourage you to keep collecting, keep exploring, and never stop looking for that one coin that could change your life forever. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update from numismatics coins history. We've got more exciting stories, hidden treasures, and incredible coin histories coming your way. Have you ever come across a 2008 Liberty 1-cent coin? Do you have a coin you think might be worth millions? Drop a comment below, we'd love to hear your story. Until next time, happy collecting, and remember. Today, we unveil the legend, the mystery, and the eye-watering value of the 2012 United States Liberty 1-cent coin, a humble penny that has somehow skyrocketed in fame and fortune, commanding a jaw-dropping current market value of $654 million. Yes, you heard that right. 1 cent, now worth more than $500 million. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you might just run to your change jar and start hunting for your fortune. Let's take a step back to the year 2012. Barack Obama was serving his second term as President of the United States. The economy was in recovery. Smartphones were booming, and the digital age was rapidly evolving. Amidst all this, the United States Mint quietly produced millions of pennies as part of its ongoing circulation efforts. But something extraordinary happened with a tiny handful of those coins. Among the standard copper-plated zinc cents bearing the familiar image of President Abraham Lincoln, there emerged a variant and incredibly rare specimen, which collectors now call the 2012 Liberty 1 cent. Now you may be asking, wait, don't all pennies show Abraham Lincoln? Yes, they do. Ever since 1909, Lincoln has proudly graced the obverse of the penny, commemorating his birthday. But the Liberty 1 cent 2012 coin stands out due to peculiarities and anomalies that have given it historic significance and sky-high collector value. What makes this coin so rare is not just what it shows, but what it represents. On the obverse, you still find the profile of Lincoln, facing right, detailed and commanding. But instead of the usual crisp uniformity of a typical cent, this specific version features minute-striking errors, planchet abnormalities, and in some rare cases, a misplaced die alignment. Even more intriguing, some versions of the 2012 Liberty 1 cent coin exhibit a striking and mysterious variation, a dual die clash where the word, Liberty, appears shadowed or duplicated, giving rise to the nickname, the Echo Liberty cent. To understand how such a modern coin could be worth hundreds of millions today, we need to explore not just the minting process but also the historical significance of the Lincoln cent. The Lincoln cent series is the longest-running design in U.S. coinage history. Originally introduced in with the famous wheat back reverse, the coin has undergone several design changes, most notably the Lincoln Memorial Reverse from 2008, and then the Union Shield reverse beginning in 2010. The 2012 coin features this Union Shield reverse, a design that pays tribute to Lincoln's preservation of the Union during the Civil War. But what many don't realize is that during certain minting years, including 2012, minor mechanical misalignments and unintentional variations slipped through the cracks of quality control. These mistakes were incredibly rare, with only a handful of coins affected out of the billions produced that year. According to expert numismatists and coin graders, the 2012 Liberty 1-cent era coins, with their unique physical traits, are estimated to number fewer than 10 in the entire world. These ultra-rare specimens are believed to have been struck during a transitional phase of the mint's machinery calibration, likely at the Philadelphia or Denver Mint, during their short production run. That coincided with equipment servicing. It was a fleeting moment in time that resulted in a multi-million-dollar treasure. Now, let's talk about value. And this is where things get truly unbelievable. Initially, these era coins went unnoticed. People were spending them as regular cents, tossing them into parking meters, vending machines, and cash registers. But in 2016, something incredible happened. A coin collector at a coin show in Las Vegas noticed an odd 2012 penny with a doubled Liberty and unusual luster. He submitted it to a professional grading service, which graded it as MS Red, nearly perfect condition. The buzz began. Word spread. Auction houses took notice. In 2018, a verified 2012 Liberty 1-cent with unique doubling, planchet cracks, and near flawless surfaces went under the hammer at a private auction for a shocking $1,000,000. Another specimen was discovered, this time in a collection passed down from a grandfather to his grandson. That coin, with a rare die crack across the shield and the word Liberty, showing ghosting, was graded and sold for a mind-bending $28 million to a private collector in Abu Dhabi. Then in late 2024, it happened. A coin, authenticated by PCGS as one of the finest known examples of the 2012 Liberty 1-cent era variant, fetched a record-setting price of $654 million in a private international sale. That's right. This modern-day penny was officially crowned one of the most valuable coins in human history. So what makes this coin so astronomically valuable? First and foremost, rarity. With only a few known in existence, and the probability of more ever being found growing slimmer by the day, the scarcity is unmatched in the modern era of coinage. Second, condition. These coins, when found, are often in uncirculated or mint-state condition, adding tremendously to their worth. Third, historical symbolism. This is not just a penny. It's a testament to the enduring legacy of Lincoln, to the power of small things making big waves, and to the unpredictable beauty of minting anomalies. Fourth, demand. With billionaires, institutions, and even governments entering the coin collecting world, the race to own such an artifact has pushed prices beyond belief. Now comes the exciting part. Could you possibly be holding a piece of this fortune? Here's what to look for: a 2012 Lincoln cent with unusual luster or shine doubling in the word Liberty, or In God We Trust. A visible die crack or planchet defect on the obverse or reverse sharp, raised elements with minimal wear. Possibly an MS-65 grade or higher. If you think you have something similar, do not spend it. Take it to a certified coin grading service such as PCGS or NGC, and have it evaluated. You might just be sitting on a 7 or even 9-figure treasure. The story of the 2012 Liberty 1-cent coin is more than just about money. It's about history, discovery, and the magic of coin collecting. Who would have imagined that a coin so small, minted so recently, could end up as one of the most valuable artifacts in the world? From a machine in a government facility to a vault in a private collection, this little penny has traveled a remarkable journey. So the next time you hold a penny in your hand, remember, every coin has a story. And some stories are worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our next incredible numismatic story. Drop a comment below if you think you might have one of these rare 2012 Liberty 1-cent coins, or if you're just amazed that a penny can be worth more than a palace. Until next time, keep collecting, stay curious, and always check your change.